count it, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. 100 million bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, blue hunts. Whole team counting, that's a big number.
We're at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Just a short time ago, these Philly fans in full roar as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. Pyrotechnics ablaze. They're set to go as their Eagles will match up with the Los Angeles Rams. Elliott now to kick this one away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Full up, 180. Check, 47. Here we go.
On 1st and 10, Goff. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Forced out to his left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Brandon Graham applied the heat off the edge.
Third down. 3rd and 10.
So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. Here's Goff. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. The 4-time All-Pro Johnny Hecker is on to punt for L.A. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. And this will be down just inside the 30-yard line. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. A first carry now for Jordan Howard. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Shifty footwork gets him a little extra on the play.
Corey Littleton on the tackle. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 33-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Watch QB drop.
They go counter with Howard. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
Well, when you're able to break a run against a cover 2 or a 2-deep zone, safeties are back a little ways. What you're counting on is the guys taking care of business up front and then maybe climbing to the second level, that offensive lineman or tight end getting up to the second level and able to block the safety in order to create a big run.
Yeah, making those linemen work with a couple blocks. They look good doing it there. Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go. 26, Mike. 26, Mike. Let's go, let's go. Great 15, great 15.
Wentz now on first down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Aqib Talib. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is.
Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
Lane 5-3, lane 5-3. Whip.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. Eluding the pressure right. He lets this one fly toward the... And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by John Johnson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Touchdown, L.A. Todd Gurley, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Rams are going to take a first quarter lead. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
On 2nd and 9, Wentz flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time. And it's 3rd down.
Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. Here. 26, Mike. 26, Mike. Come on. 14, 82, 14.
From the gun, it's Wentz. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Samson Abukum coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Now Natson. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Rams will go on offense here for the 1st and 10. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Buying time to his left. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's the first catch of the game for Kupp, and he's got a 1st down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And he's got this down to the 35. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw is Goff. Escaping the pressure right. And this is caught at the 8. Touchdown, L.A. Cooper Kupp, 35 yards. And the Rams add on to their lead.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field. And that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. Call it a gain of 14 for the 2nd play in a row.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. With the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
Throwing on first is Wentz. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Go.
Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. There goes a deep ball. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, it's Wentz. Flush to his right. This is caught by Jackson. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. The Eagles into the red zone for the first time. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Running from the gun with Howard. Howard has the first down and then some. And he'll take it into the end zone. Front Eagles touchdown. Taking it in from the 20. There the Eagles are back within a score. Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7.
14, Eagles 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Being chased out left, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Now it's Goff. And the pressure gets to him again. Fletcher Cox able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff. And he's going to go down again. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. On the return, Jackson. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get to field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here and you've called multiple plays because you're going to say, this is how we're going to run them in order, guys. You don't have time for audibles. You don't have time to change anything. You're trying to get the ball in position to at least get 3. They've got a great shot to do it right here.
Go. 20!
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
Sunday. I'm bringing it to you.
Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. And now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And it's a short kick, taken right around the 19. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their 38.
Here we go.
They'll begin the drive with Howard. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Check 59.
On 2nd and 12, Wentz eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him. Find him.
And Jeffrey's got it. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They've really been able to contain Alshon Jeffrey. That catch a rare exception in this game.
And that's a feather in their cap because he's such a tone setter for his team on offense.
And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Jordan Howard, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Elliott now to add the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. A play fake to Gurley. Now gone. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Now gone. This one to the left to Higbee. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. The big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Meanwhile, Goff to Gurley as he drops it off for his running back. Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 40.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Rodney McLeod.
Partner, when you're playing cover 2, this is like a tag team for the safeties. Each of them gets a half-field responsibility. Their job, stay as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, read the football, and go make a play. In this case, the free safety made the best play, an interception.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They go with Howard to begin the drive. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
Hey, echo. 26 Mike, 26 Mike. Let's get it together, defense.
Throwing is Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Clay Matthews adding another sack to his impressive NFL resume. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Watch his slant. Watch his slant. Shit. Least by 2.
Watch twins. Watch twins. He's cracked.
Hey, empty.
On 3rd down, this is Howard. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. It's a gain of 3 on what will be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Here's Cameron Johnston now. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Here's Natson. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
At their own 29-yard line.
Goff will lead the Rams up here, 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And that'll be incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Rodney McLeod that time able to knock it away.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Fletcher Cox getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. Not a big deal on that one. Just your everyday 67-yard punt. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. In his own end zone, it's Wentz. Gets this to his running back, Jordan Howard. And he will double the space they have to work with as they take it from the 2 to the 4. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
Go. 180.
They run the counter. Howard. And all the way to the 25 before he's hit and dropped. A gain there of 21 yards.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
You got 82. You got another 26 Mike. Hey, wahoo. Check.
Wentz now on 1st down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Wentz. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
On first down, they run with Howard. They're able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
Marquis Christian on the tackle. 4 yards on the pickup.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a score to break this tie. On second down now, it's Howard, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. The Eagles on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
26 months.
Now Wentz. Escaping the pressure right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. Smart play to get rid of it there, but now it's 4th down. Your margin for error pretty much out the window.
That means you have to come up with a big-time throw here and a completion in order to keep this 2-minute drive going.
And they're not going to get the snap off. This might back him out of field goal range. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down.
Even. 4 down. Even. 26 months.
They'll go for it. It's Wentz. And no, it's incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10.
Hey. 4 down.
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. He's got the first down and more past midfield. The 30, 10, touchdown LA. Todd Gurley with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Rams have taken the lead.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now, on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
Deshaun Jackson off to the races. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. Deshaun Jackson, 88 yards. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Elliott on for the extra point. And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the fourth. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Cut. 180.
Now Goff. Flush to his right. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
We go, Todd. Line 20s.
They can't hang with us.
Now it's Goff. Eluding the pressure right. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
The Rams on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Goff now looking to throw. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. Here's Johnny Hekker now. He's been terrific so far. .36 yards on the punt with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Here we go. Pac-Man. 120.
Watch the boot. Watch the boot.
Wentz to throw. It's complete. It's Sproles. And he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Throwing again on second down. Wentz, he's going to fire one, and that's caught inside the 35. And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime, they've just likely won this thing in regulation. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Now, after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they'll have excellent field position to begin this drive as he's all the way up to midfield at the 50. Good starting field position for him as they come up 1st and 10. From the 50, it's Goff. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Nigel Bradham, the linebacker, right there on the coverage.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. One last throw here for Goff. Flushed out right. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Jonathan Cyprien. And it is going to seal this victory as time runs out. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Eagles are winners here as we say so long from Philadelphia.
Yeah.